Few enterprises are so essential to the consumer as animatronics. Animatronics companies take a lifetime of dedication, voluntary poverty, and social frustration. Animatronics from simple automatons to songbirds, beloved politicians, and pirates. Or pirates and politicians, or monkeys and living cars, too. The career of the animatronics builder begins first as a youth with vegetable puppets, haunted houses, and mythic American figures. Perhaps we should let the experts handle this.
Hello everyone, I'm Lakeisha Carter-Yanaka.
Hi, this is Jason Fuentes.
Hi everyone, I'm Dana Marin.
Hey everybody, I'm Greg.
Hello, and thank you for viewing Group 7's presentation. Today, we will begin with a brief background on Gardner Holt and how he started his life in the industry of animatronics. As your expert, I will be discussing a problem decision that Gardner Holt will need to consider moving forward in their business structure. Your next expert, Dana, will be explaining some of our class concepts that should be considered for Gardner Holt Productions. Greg will discuss some of the alternative solutions to the problems that Gardner Holt Productions should consider. He will also discuss our recommendations on why Gardner Holt Productions should follow these objectives moving forward. Jason will then discuss how we will implement these recommendations and who should be responsible for ensuring that the succession plans are followed during the accountability phase. Lastly will come our conclusion. From humble beginnings, he first started his career in his garage. Mr. Gardner Holt dedicated his life to the industry of animatronics. He first started by participating in local science fairs and conducting business locally. Gardner Holt founded his career in 1977 and settled his home base in San Bernardino, California, where he was born and raised. He worked alone until the 1980s, creating toys for casinos and theme parks. Gardner Holt now has 75 employees, mostly in their 50s, which specialize turning theme park ride concepts into real-life experiences. Gardner Holt's Productions' overall facilities encompasses 3 buildings, which totals up to 60,000 square feet. He has made over 3,000 animatronics for places such as Disney, Universal, and other theme parks around the world. The company is known for giving back to the community heavily, and also producing the best quality at the lowest cost. Inc. magazine reported GHP's revenues doubled from $4 million in 2006 to $8 million in 2009. Conducting businesses in many different countries, such as Asian Pacific, Middle East, and Europe. Capabilities. Although GHP has conducted business in Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Europe, they have yet to expand globally by opening up new investments in new sectors. Risk leverage. GHP protects and enhances the intellectual properties of the world's most demanding clients, but lacks partnership which could help build a stronger supplier base. Cost leverage. GHP reported revenue in 2009 to present date in the range of $8 million, but they are potentially missing an opportunity for future businesses because of all their costly transportation fees incurred by the clients due to their lack of secondary options for export markets, logistics, and infrastructure. This brings us to our decision problem. Would emerging to China or Germany market be the best option for expanding GHP's leverage globally? Dana, please take it from here.
By responding to institutional voids found in China or Germany, GHP can create new business opportunities. In China, voids include weak property rights and corruption. GHP does its best to cover their tracks by erasing identifying marks on computer chips and other important pieces of their animations. By collaborating, GHP will be working with a trustworthy company who can navigate through local customs and the business traps to avoid. In Germany, there is a general lack of specialized labor. Again, by collaborating, current employees in Germany will have a basic understanding of the industry and be more ready to learn the new GHP products. The GHP name is synonymous with quality and innovation. By using their credibility and famous name, GHP can seize market opportunities. They have very little serious competition. By expanding into foreign countries, logistics costs will be decreased for customers, and they will save money. Customers can buy more when saving 20 to 30% from import fees. By saving this money, they will be able to buy more products, which will increase the GHP business and grow their international presence. GHP will be able to learn from the innovations of the new market and learn from their current field of work. For example, China is investing money into the industry. The new international base will also mitigate the risk of having one market economy as well. With headquarters still in San Bernardino, the value chain will be coordinated both domestically and internationally. The value chain can be split between the two countries to get the most value. It may be best to construct part of the product in the US and the rest, including the fine details, internationally. GHP will continue to be flexible and consider the needs of the customers, which are met on a case-by-case basis. Strategic decisions are made locally to ensure customer-specific solutions. By collaborating with another company in the industry, specialized workers are more readily available. Doing business in a foreign field is made easier when working with a solid and established company. The partner company will share the new culture and its unique knowledge with GHP and the business skills necessary to succeed internationally.
Thanks, Dana. I'll be discussing Garner Holt's current supply chain map. Currently, Garner Holt utilizes suppliers that are mainly based in the United States, with 90% domestic suppliers and just 10% imported suppliers. After that, the supplies go into the manufacturing stream, where 100% of the manufacturing is done in-house with 100% specialized employees. After the finished good is created, it is then sent to customers located all over the world, with main customers being Disney, Universal Studios, and various casinos. Now I will discuss the 3 strategic solutions for Garner Holt. Strategic solution number 1, stand pat and continue to build on the successes within the United States. The advantages are just not available to them for their current business model. There's a lack of cost savings potential for the following reasons. Garner Holt currently ships everything at the cost of their customers. All Garner Holt employees are skilled and specialized, and 90% of suppliers are located within the United States. Also, Garner Holt risks intellectual property by moving abroad. The intellectual property regulations lag behind the United States. Garner Holt currently has a lack of capital. They are a small business with revenues under $10 million annually. The FDI flows below average for China and Germany, which will also make it difficult for Garner Holt to move abroad. And there's a lack of a clear-cut business partner available. There's lack of quality competitors in China and Germany, which would make a partnership difficult, and this would end in a difficult transition into the new region without the benefit of a partnership. Strategic solution number 2. Garner Holt should acquire a local firm in China or Germany. Acquisition provides an easier transition into the new region. Garner Holt will then be able to combine their superior quality with the acquired firm's culture and local knowledge to create a seamless transition into the new region. There will also be a protection of their intellectual property. As it will be a wholly owned firm of Garner Holt, they will be able to keep their intellectual property in-house and protect it as they deem fit. Also, there is a current hotbed market abroad. One of Garner Holt's biggest customers, Disney, is currently building a resort in Shanghai, China. With this resort comes a plethora of other theme parks. Also, there might be an oversaturation in the U.S. market in theme parks. Take a look at this graph. Currently, there are 295 theme parks in the United States, while there are only 25 in China and 17 in Germany. Strategic solution number 3. Garner Holt should pursue a joint venture with a firm local to China or Germany. A joint venture comes with the flexibility that an acquisition would not. It provides all location advantages of an acquisition, however, it comes with less commitment and less risk. Garner Holt will no longer be tied up in long-term investments, which will free up capital for future opportunities. It will mitigate transportation risk as final tasks can be done closer to the endpoint of the final product. It'll mitigate the risk of cosmetic damages during transportation. Also, it will come with a cost savings, as the less specialized labor, such as painting and welding, can be done in lower labor cost areas such as China or Germany. Take a look at the chart to the right and you can see that China, and to a lesser extent Germany, both have lower labor cost rates per hour than the United States.
Globally, theme park revenue is expected to rise up to $32 billion worldwide. The hotspot in this global market is in China. One of Gardner Holt's current customers, Disney, is opening a new theme park in Shanghai, China 2015. Our recommendation is for Gardner Holt to enter a joint venture with the company local in China that can assist in manufacturing goods. Second, Gardner Holt is losing out on increasing revenue growth from global transportation and logistics services worldwide. We recommend that Gardner Holt partner with a global transportation and logistics company, prepay the freight charges, and tack on 20 to 30% margins for each shipment overseas. Finally, expanding overseas will allow for Gardner Holt to have a presence in emerging markets in Asia and give them the leverage to satisfy the client needs in manufacturing goods with shorter lead times. As the Asian market continues to grow, Gardner Holt can outsource more jobs and focus upon more innovation and other emerging global markets. Our implementation plan will begin with market entry into China. Since Gardner Holt does not mass produce their animatronics, all their specialized operations of engineering and design will continue to be done in San Bernardino, and unfinished items will be shipped to China where they can be painted, welded, and assembled by our team overseas. This will allow for Gardner Holt to protect their intellectual property from being duplicated in China. As a result of this move, it will create more profit margin, increase lead times, and mitigate potential damaged goods arriving to their final destinations, since most items are being transported in overseas containers. Gardner Holt will also minimize their financial risk by partnering with established firm in China to outsource their low-skilled manufacturing functions. Gardner Holt can then focus more upon engineering, innovation, and to remain animatronics leaders within the industry. In this slide, we have a domestic and foreign value chain. In domestic value chains, you can see the additional steps needed to send product overseas. With another location in China, the lead time to the final customer will be shorter. This will lead to reduced costs because jobs and functions will be done in China. Also, the potential for damaged items during transit can be reduced by having a location in China to make touch-ups or minor repairs if needed. Should there be an increase in demand, Gardner Holt will have the flexibility and resources to address any rise in business in the region. For our accountability plan, we will use the following benchmarks quarterly in order to evaluate our success of the plan or make mid-course adjustments. These benchmarks are to analyze productivity, input, and output in China and San Bernardino for efficiency, evaluate transportation costs, evaluate lead time and shorter response times to customers, evaluate overall customer satisfaction, evaluate the revenue growth, profit margins quarterly, and make any adjustments if needed. In short, the best strategy for Gardner Holt would be to set up a joint venture in China to address the growing demand in the region. Having a second manufacturing facility in the region will allow for cost savings, shorter lead times to clients, and potential growth globally. Next time you visit a theme park, museum, or themed restaurant, chances are that was manufactured by Gardner Holt. On behalf of myself and my cohort, we thank you for watching our video.